What's going on, guys? It's Greg Campbell, Angry Tones Riff Clips, coming at you today with an awesome new pedal sent out to me from Siren Pedals right here in Nashville. These are handmade, homemade. He's got a shop, actually. I can't say homemade, but handmade. And it's awesome. The Eligos, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Eligos. This is a take after the HM-2 heavy metal distortion pedal from Boss. Slightly reimagined, but pretty much a really well-made clone, if you will. Doing great work. They design everything themselves. Let's get right into it and check it out. But first of all, I just want to let you know it came very well packaged as well. This is the box that it comes in right here. Hope you can see that in the frame here. Even came with a nice little sticker here. Little business card from the owner. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate you sending this out to Angry Tones here. Oh, look at that. If you save 15% off your next order if you use this code that comes with the card. Nice to know. And of course it came with this little Siren card here to tell you a little bit about the pedal as well as the Eligos. Says, meet the great Duke of Hell. He can lead you to tonal places where darkness and glory abound. The Siren. Look at that. Very cool stuff, but once again, very well packaged, and the pedal will come in a nice, soft little pouch here, as well as a product manual that will tell you what to expect with this pedal, as well as some suggested settings just to get yourself started and try it out. I like that. The best setting that we're going to be using is, they call Trips to Sweden. That's right, you dime everything on an HM-2. Swedish death metal, that chainsaw, buzzsaw. Let's get right to it. All right, so if you're familiar with the HM-2, God, that graphic is sick. Look at that. Looks like a friggin' album cover from like Entombed or something, or Disembodied or whatever. That is rad. Or Dismembered. There's so many death metal bands. So check it out. These are the settings we're going to be using today. I'll toy around and tweak them a bit, but I want to show you what sounds the best in my opinion when I'm using an HM-2. So you got your volume, you've got your distortion, you've got your low, and you've got your high. And we're going to go ahead and see what the Eligos can do. Let's get right to it. Alright, so we're going to be using my ESP Ltd with a Voodoo Alchemist pickup in the bridge. Who would have known? It's a signature series pickup and it freaking kicks ass and I love it. Go get one. Using the Randall Diavlo solid tube amplifier. Sounds great. It's got some darker vibes. Really good for metal. Great for boosting, great for driving with an overdrive, but today we're going to be running in the clean channel with this guitar using the Eligos Siren pedal. Once again, an HM-2 style clone. Let's see what she does. Let's hear the clean tone. Let's talk about the settings we're going to use today. We've got the volume dimed, distortion dimed, we got the low, almost dimed, just barely, and the high. We'll talk about that later. Let's see what she does. thing is sounding extreme. Let's go ahead and dime everything. This is your Swedish death metal tone right here. This is it. If you want it, this is it. Man, this is sounding so crazy. It's actually sounding really good. I'm impressed with it. I don't use the HM-2s often. You guys know the sounds I'm after that watch this channel, but usually I go for those super tight focused metal tones, metalcore, thrash, whatever, black metal. But this is reminding me of those like earlier death metal records from the early, like, I want to say late 80s, early 90s. Late 90s, early 2000s, you know, your Obituary, your Entombed, your Disembodiment, your just those kind of groups, you know, it really captures that sound. But my favorite way to use this pedal, my favorite way, is to go ahead and back off the highs just a hair past 3 o'clock, and then to take the lows and set them the same exact way. Check this out. this pedal, like I said, it's just working for the way I play a lot, but when you use some delay and you want to get that dark, luring undertone, you know, heavy rhythm on top but that creepy thing underneath, use a little delay with this thing and it's just perfect. Sounds so good. Also want to note that if you manipulate the volume on your guitar, you can kind of get some really cool distortion tones out of this that are a little bit on the woofy side, which usually I don't like to use, but it sounds really cool with some of these darker riffs. Let's check it out. This is awesome, you guys. I hope you're all really liking the Eligos tones I'm getting today. I just kind of wanted to do a quick run through. You know, there's only so much you can say about the HM-2 style pedal. You know, does it get those tighter chugs and stuff that we're all after with some of the different styles of metal? Not exactly, but yes, it chugs in a really, really brutal way. But it's definitely more aimed at that older, you know, death metal type sound. Some people use them slightly as a boost, kind of like the metal zones. You know, you can keep the EQs at noon and slightly use it as a boost, kind of a distortion. But the way I like to use it is just straight running through a clean channel of any amplifier, really, and it's going to just give it this like fire breathing type death metal distortion. It's not the, you know, fancy tones you're going to get out of an amp with a boost and an overdrive and getting this clarity and this rounded three-dimensional type high gain tone. This is more your blast beat, crazy death metal stuff where you just want something that's devastating sounding, and that's exactly what this pedal does for me. I can feel it push in the air. I can feel the bass and warmth and low end response on this thing, and it's just incredible. But Siren Pedals, you guys, check them out. Like I said, they're locally made here in Nashville. The owner, Scott's super nice, you know, reached out and asked him if I could try some of his stuff, and he shipped it out in less than a week. So I'm really thankful to be able to try something out that's new and fresh. I'm familiar with the HM-2, but I'm not familiar with Siren Pedals, and he's got a lot of cool stuff. I think he's got about, I want to say 5 or 6 cool pedals on his website that he's done. So get after it, check it out. I'll put a link below in the description where you can find them. Check out Voodoo Custom Pickups. There'll also be a link where you can find them. And I enjoy doing these videos, you guys, so like and subscribe. Check it out, and we'll see you next time.